welcome to The Edge, the program that spotlights the Midas touch of entrepreneurs, business owners, and changemakers. On The Edge today, we meet a man who built a conglomerate from grit, vision, and an unshakable belief in possibility.
My name is Dr. Elvis Abuyere. I'm the founder and CEO of Skywise Group, also the president of the Skywise Foundation.
Our focus today is a decade-long journey powered by resilience and unstoppable enterprise and fire. From automobiles to investment advisory, real estate to travel and tours, Skywise Group has been on a 10-year journey of impact, growth, and audacity. And at the center of it all is a leader who believes that integrity, innovation, and youth empowerment are not just buzzwords. They are business pillars. Let's uncover the engine room of Skywise by starting from the beginning, the spark, and the moment Skywise first took shape.
Background has been banking. I was in the bank for over 8 years. So what inspires Skywise Group is as a result of me want to give back to society. I want to create something whereby the world leave me, and I also want to give young people a sense of belonging and direction. From the banking industry, I discovered that there was a financial gap in the society, whereby you see in Nigeria today, where lots of people have bank accounts, but with a minimal balance. According to economists, they say there are 3 motives of holding money. One is precautionary, the other one is speculative, while the last one is transactional. So the most important of these 3 motives of holding money is transactional, the money that we need on a day-to-day activity to solve human problems and financial issues. But unfortunately, you see, despite the amount of your turnover in the bank, your bank account, when you come to the bank for such transactional purpose of assistance, financial assistance, the bank will turn you down, not because they don't have the money to give to you, not because your needs are not really urgent, but because there are bureaucracy of you trying to access credit facility, maybe they'll say go and bring a collateral and so on. Even when you have all the collateral in place, it takes processes, hours, days, weeks, if months for you to get that, and the purpose which you might need that money will be defeated. So that was one of the financial gap I discovered, and I said I'm going to solve that problem, which is I said I'm going to create an opportunity where people who have collateral can be able to have access to credit within 2 hours as long as the collateral belongs to them. And that was what gave birth to the first finance cooperative that we actually established, which is a arm of the Skywise Group, Skywise Cooperative Finance. And that have helped over thousands of businesses and young Nigerians to stand on their feet and contribute to society development. Thereafter, we move into the automobile aspect, whereby we give value. We started selling cars to people, give them instrumental payment and so on, maintenance and guarantee. Even though we are not the manufacturers of these vehicles, well, because we believe in our product, we also give guarantee, and that has helped us to gain the market share. I think by market research, we actually can be counted as one of the 10 among the 10 automobile companies in Nigeria that is doing well and giving value when it comes to the automobile space. Thereafter, we move also to register with the Security and Exchange Commission (SEC), which is our Skywise Global Investment Services, and now we are finalizing our certification with the Central Bank of Nigeria. So most of this that is dear to my heart is the Skywise Foundation, that give birth to society and empower young people to be self-reliant and reducing unemployment rate in Nigeria. And I'm proud to say that the Skywise Foundation have been able to empower over 1,000 young entrepreneurs who are doing well and contribute to nation building and contribute to the GDP of this great country and reducing unemployment rate in Nigeria. So that for me is a sense of belonging and fulfillment. We are not profit-driven. We are value-driven. Because we are value-driven, we recruit people into the system that are value-driven. And like I said, we started on 2013, the Skywise Travels and Tour. Time goes by when I officially left the bank and I started Skywise Group. At that point in time, the Skywise Travels and Tour was no longer paying the bills as expected. So I then moved into the cooperative finance, which was started paying the bills. Even there are a lot of challenges along the line, but because of the spirit of entrepreneurship and never give up, that we have the resilience, we'll be able to pull through to the last 10 years, and which we are still counting 11 years to go. So, but we have been able to recruit staffs who are not just staff, but are also entrepreneur, bringing out their values, their A game, to ensure that the running operation of the organization goes smoothly in respect of multiple challenges. My goal as a CEO and entrepreneur is to create an idea and ensure that I bring people that are qualified to run with that idea and put the structure in place. And as I speak to you now, done 10 years, now 10 years seems like we are just starting based on the people we already have. Now we're expanding big into the city of Benin. I'm saying this as a testament of what I believe that we can do in the industry of the automobile, and there's much more to come. We actually started with our vision whereby we want to build a brand, African brand that people can resonate with. We say to ourselves is to build a brand that is trusted in an automobile solution and investment opportunity. And that is why you can see today, 10 years now, people still speak about the Skywise brand, and we are known for our integrity. And we actually have a mission whereby we look forward to whereby every Nigerian, every individual, every corporate organization, government agency can be our customers. And we're working towards that on a daily basis. And we have a motive we drive that provide excellence. So that motive actually have given birth to the core value of the Skywise Group, which is spirit. And that actually is the bedrock of everything that we do at the Skywise Group. In that spirit, we are put it this way, X stands for strength. So we believe that we are young and dynamic. We have strength to pursue whatever we have set our mind to do. The P there stands for professionalism. I, integrity. Integrity has brought us to where we are today. R, which is resilience. We believe that we must be resilient in every circumstance or challenge that might come our way. I is innovation. You agree with me that for us to get it right, for us to probably compete with the world, the global companies, we must, as a matter of necessity, be innovative in our thinking. And the last one, T, is teamwork. Of course, there's a saying that goes this way: a tree cannot make a forest without the support of others. So we believe in teamwork, and it's helping us in all aspects of the branch of the Skywise Group.
A powerful idea is one thing, but building it is a completely different journey. Numbers never lie, but in business, they tell you exactly where the opportunities live. Here is a little money inspiration. Money Minute is up next. Let's step into the part of the story where vision meets persistence, the grind. Because behind every milestone, every showroom opening, every expansion is hard work that nobody sees. How did Dr. Abuyere navigate through 10 years in spite of the daunting challenges? Let's find out in this next segment.
There are many challenges in life. In fact, I'm an author of a book. My first book is Run with the Challenges of Life, and that book was written in 2020 during the COVID-19, and that book actually have inspired thousands and millions of people. And the good thing is that I didn't sell the book. I give it out for free to everybody who I feel that have the value to read through the book and become somebody in life. So the greatest challenges I have faced as a journey of 10 years plus is me actually hiring my competitors. Yeah, I hire people as a staff. After a few years, yeah, they have learned the business, they leave and go and start their own business. But like I said, it happens to every business. As time goes by, you begin to unveil and strengthen your institution. Right now, before we hire you, now you have to sign no compete agreement with us. So at the end of the day, when you get into us and you want to go and steal our ideas, because as an entrepreneur, we don't have time to be missing word. We communicate and share everything within us, so what will have helped us to build to where we are. We share, so we will not allow anyone to go and begin to utilize our ideas without our strict permissions. So I'm not saying I'm not discouraging people to pick an idea to run with it, but I'm discouraging it that you pick up an idea from someone who actually fed you and run with it without the express permission from that person. So it has become a challenge in our society, not just even in Skywise. And number two challenge I would say that we have faced is lack of capital. Our capital have actually affected our growth. Even though you think where we are now, we are growing, but we feel that if we probably have support either from the international community, from the federal government, or maybe even from the bank, maybe probably we have gone bigger than where we are today. And like I said, it's not just even Skywise alone, but also most SMEs, businesses actually suffering that. And then another aspect I would say, infrastructure. We don't really have adequate infrastructure. You can see by running on Gen, and we paid us heavily on Gen. Now we are on Band A. We have insecurity issues whereby we are dealing with at the moment, because we're a growing nation. I believe that all these are also factors that are affecting businesses, whereby we can't even go and sleep. We have to pay heavily on insurance and so on. So another aspect of it is the instability of the exchange rate is also affecting goods. I know how much we pay heavily on importing vehicles and so on. You plan importing a vehicle and you think of the arrival of clearing it, you hear the figures has changed. So it's also affecting business and something whereby, like I said, all of these challenges we see as an opportunity for us to grow better and be better whatever it is, because I've come to learn so far that in every challenge there are opportunities. We see challenge, we view it as an opportunity for us to grow and to be better. And we'll say all times also to our customer who have endured with us all these years. Even to our competitors, they also inspire us to be better. The toughest business lesson I've learned so far is that I've come too far. I'm not willing to go back, no matter what. So it's not how far I've come, it's how far I still have to go. You see, the people started business along the line. After a few years, they begin to say, oh, this thing is challenging. Yes, entrepreneurship is the most challenging industry in the world, but at the same time, it's the most rewarding industry. So I learned so far that the first 5 years of any idea is a years of nurturing. You water it, just like the parable of the bamboo tree. When you plant the bamboo tree, the first 5 years, you're not seeing anything germinating, but you keep watering it. So after 5 years, in less than 8 weeks, it grows to 8 feet tall. So every business is that must stand the test of time, according to FOR, must last at least minimum of 10 years. And that first 5 years, which I've said is in days of nurturing. Now, the next 5 years, I'll make it 10 years, is a period of years for you to understand and get the right people into the business. After that 5 years, that make it 10 years, the next 5 years, I'll make it 15 years, is beginning to mentor people that will oversee the business. Just like that is the stage I'm falling into now. My job now, apart from being thinking about stakeholder interests, customer interests, my job is also mentor people that will take the business outside me. How do I recruit my team? They are so exceptional. They stand out, they speak well, they represent well, because I take my time to recruit people that is in line with the vision. I don't put sentiment into business. I don't say this person is my family, must come to work with Skywise Group. No. Everybody, like I said, our core value, professionalism is part of everybody, must be highly professional. Sometimes I can take 3 weeks, 4 weeks out of the system, travel abroad, and the system will run on its own. So I don't need to physically present. And that is where I'm going to. So I want to build, my job is not to come and build a business and like one-man business and sit down there, no, for it to operate. I'll be in Benin this weekend. I'll just go and check the operation there. I'll spend a few days and I will move. The same thing, I'll branch to Lagos too. So my job is to hire people whereby they are competent and be able to deliver value. I'm not going to hire people whereby they are profit driven, but people who understand the fact that they can give value to society and know that what will outlive them is more important than what they are living for.
You remember the saying that challenges don't break us, they only make us stronger. Well, that perfectly describes Dr. Elvis Abuyere's journey. For a little inspiration to carry you through the week, here is our edge quote. Our edge quote today is a reminder that perspective shapes progress. This is still The Edge, and my guest is still Dr. Elvis Abuyere. When you push long enough, something begins to shape your identity, the very thing that sets you apart. Up next is the Edge Factor, where we uncover the unique advantage, the mindset, the system, the positioning that makes Skywise more than just a business name.
We give attention to every details, to everything we do. We pay so much attention. We are so intentional. When it comes to everything we put on the public, we're so intentional to the extent we now become a leading giant in the industry. In the automobile aspect, people learn from us. We don't allow circumstances to define us. We test circumstances where it belongs to, and we move forward, because what is driving us is more important than what is after us. For me as a person, I've told my team time and again, and I've molded them into my mindset. So one of the things that we've seen that nobody prepare for challenges. Like I tell people in my book, if challenges of life write to you that I'm coming tomorrow, what would you do? You go and look for barricade and block that challenges of life is coming tomorrow. But there are some challenges whereby they are inherent, they don't come out announcing themselves. So we don't prepare. Well, one thing about us is that we prepare for the worst and we hope for the best. So we are not scared to fail, but we always fail forward. So no matter the circumstances or the challenges, we believe that they are just preparing us for the best. So when we saw that happens, we just dusted our foot and move on. And like I said, we have positioned ourselves to be the leading giant in this industry, and we are not willing to get back. And according to our watchword, we would rather die pursuing greatness than live like a pauper. I want to build a brand that will outlive us, a brand that people can connect with and resonate with. And for every young Nigerian can say, oh, if Skywise can do it, then we can do it. That is the mindset. Right now, we are about to launch our app whereby all our customers can connect from our services. They want to purchase a car, they can just make an appointment and to view all the cars on our app. They can probably want to get an investment or loans, they do that on our app. They can also want to service their car, they do that on their app. So now the world is actually evolving, and we actually have to move fast in the light of that. So we have involved in terms of building our apps, our website that we upgraded, we have our running operation software that we use. And at the same time, we are not doing bad in the social media space. These are ways of technology whereby we have come to align with, and we said that we are not just going to back out on anything. So whatever that happens when it comes to the technology space, we are ready and equipped for it. And like I said, it is the way forward for businesses. Any business that is not technology inclined will die naturally. Integrity is everything. Everything in the sense that without integrity, we won't be where we are today. And not just to Skywise alone, I tell people, if you want to build a business that will outlive you, you must have integrity. In fact, on my social media page every day, I get people sending me, say, thank you for not giving up on yourself. Thank you for pursuing these young people. That inspires me. That makes me fulfilled. And why? Because I say something 5 years ago when it comes to the foundation. I didn't just say it out of proportion. Oh, I want to do this thing because my late role model in that aspect of human capacity development, Dr. Ubon King, who inspires me to empower young people to be self-reliant. And that gave me an idea that if I must get something right in this life, I must be consistent. And consistency comes with integrity. Even though when there are no support, when there are no people applauding me, I must be able to own up to my word, even though it's not convenient. Even if the whole world is against me, I must be able to own up to my word. And that is what will take me far in life. And that is why, like I say, when there are no customer, there is no business. So if we have not been able to treat our customer for the last 10 years well, I'm very sure that we won't probably have reason for expansion. But when it comes to business success, saying that I've been able to employ people, paying salaries every month is not a beans. That for me, I've been able to reduce unemployment rate is a success. To be able to increase our investors' wealth is a success. That people can wake up every morning and look forward to Skywise returns is a success. People can look forward and say, you know what, I need emerging financial services to solve human problems, business problems, and then what comes to their mind is Skywise. That is success. People can wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to get a car, my dream car. I don't need to break the bank, but I can buy it through Skywise instrumental payment. For me, that is success. And in the overall, in Nigeria as a whole, that we are contributing to the GDP of this great country is a success. I've gotten several awards. And I tell them I don't pay for award. If you want to give me an award, I have to pay for it. I don't deserve it. So if you want to give me an award because I deserve it. And those are what actually success means to me. But the best of all is seeing me imparting and sharing my knowledge to the younger generation is the fulfillment of true success.
And as a person who is mostly into strategy, which comes hand in hand with operations, it's made me twice as better, than I should have been if I wasn't working at Skywise. This has refined me in the sense that I take everything into detail, talking about excellence, and then we put in the best of us into our job.
It's very easy to work with a professional, if you know what I'm saying. Just indicating that, their onions, I know how to cut it, and working here is seamless. I've got a lot of experience here in the private sector.
Working with Dr. Elvis has been the best thing to happen to me lately. He's a dynamic man. He's a visionary leader, and he doesn't take any excuses. So this has constantly put me on my toes to be the best of myself.
Dr. Elvis is a very firm person with a lot of iron in him. And I believe that has steadied me and make me firmer, stronger in my decision, uncompromising where necessary. And he has made me the best of what I should be.
With the present defined, it's time to look ahead. Where does a company like this go next? Let's find out in our final segment, Future Forward. Because ambition doesn't stop at milestones, it scales into new dreams.
So the vision is huge. What I can tell you in that aspect is that we have not actually achieved 5% of our existence. And I don't think I can be able to even fulfill it in my entire life, because the vision of Skywise Group is even bigger than me. And I'm not saying it because for the last 10 years, what we have achieved, for me, what we have achieved is just like a foundation where we're going to. And I pray that I groom people who take after me, who can give birth even better than Skywise of what we are, or what I have done. Our expansion into assembly of vehicles in Nigeria, whereby we can probably have an assembly plant. In the next 10 years, we're going to look forward to have a global reputation, global acceptability, assembly plants, have 3 major outstanding office in Nigeria, and look forward to whereby we become one of the leading contributors to the GDP of this great country, and also look forward to whereby we can be able to empower and inspire thousands and millions of businesses to stand the test of time. We are big in CSR. We have gotten recognition not just in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, different community, society groups have been able to recognize of our CSR. We have been able to do CSR even to the Nigeria Police, to the Federal Road Safety, to different aspects of entrepreneurship and human capacity development. We have a program which is our flagship program every year. It's called the Meet the CEO. It's an opportunity whereby we bring in speakers, great speakers, comes to speak to young people who are coming, and this is funded by the Skywise Group, and it's part of we contribute to society development. And you agree with me that the issues we have among young people in Nigeria is not lack of capital. It's lack of having the right mindset. When you engineer people's mindset, whatever you give to them, it becomes like a working seed and capital. So our CSR will go every now and then also to empower people and do society development programs and so on. We go back to the IDP camps, we go to prisons to give back to society. The UN calendar of every program, the Youth International Day, Human Guest, Child, and so on, we are also there to give our voice and also our resources in that aspect. This is my advice to you, the same advice I've given to my 5-year-old child. What I say, no matter where you are, who you are, or where you're coming from, number one is that you must always recognize God as your source. God is everything. Number two, like I said, you must have a clear vision for yourself. Where you're going to. Radical economic transformation is no longer what we demand from the government anymore. It's what we demand from ourselves as a citizen of this great country. I wasn't born with silver spoon, but I discovered that there was a silver spoon inside of me, and I unveil it on a day-to-day. So number three, you must be brave and smart. If you are not, the society will probably kick you out of your ideas or your business. Number four, you must be value-driven. Don't be profit-driven. You must understand that value is everything. And number five, which I said, no matter what, you must understand delayed gratification. Don't eat with your 10 fingers. My business was doing close to $1 billion. I was still probably like then. I was living in self-contained. Number six, you must solve problems. Don't be shy. Don't run away from problems. No matter what, problems are an opportunity in disguise. You must invest and believe in yourself, which is number seven. People want to just make money. They don't invest in themselves. You must invest in yourself. You must read books, attend seminars, attend events, and so on. And along the line, you must build meaningful relationship. Number 8, don't just build relationship because of you want to gain something. Build meaningful relationship that's in line with your vision, that's in line with where you are going to. And number 9, you must create multiple sources of income. One income will not solve the problem. And number 10, you must also go back to the first one, which I said, you must understand the God factor. Everything that we live, we're going to become, it comes from God.
Impressive, very impressive, Dr. Elvis Abuyere. And we look forward to that unfolding in the coming years. Well, every episode ends with a quick tip that sharpens your vision. Here is our Edge tip for today. Simple, practical, and powerful. A reminder that growth is intentional and your journey is as strong as your mindset. We also want to hear from you, your questions, thoughts, and ideas. Head to our social media platforms and join the conversation using the hashtag #TheEdgeShow. It's been an impressive and insightful episode today on The Edge as we walked with Dr. Elvis Abuyere through his decade-long journey of building the Skywise Group. It's time to go now, but join me again next week on another entrepreneurial experience on The Edge, where we spotlight the stories shaping business, innovation, and the future. Until then, stay inspired, stay bold, and stay on the edge. My name is Tochi Eputa. Thank you for watching.